got the Black Knights veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Black Knights and the Sentinels coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Orlando Sentinels and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 60 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Pulled in at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick here is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. London about set to take over on offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath.
If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to run now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels are once again back in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 12 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Taken in at the 3. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's pulled in at the 32. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Only needing 2 yards on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On second down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Orlando takes back over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Hands it off, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. London about set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try to run this one in. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a dump off here complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Sentinels have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. London about set to take over on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.